thanks for joining me today on Vacation Rentals by Rachel. I'm joined here by my buddy Arlo because I want to talk about pet-friendly vacation rentals today. So before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel below so we can keep these videos coming at you. So the reason I want to talk about pet-friendly vacation rentals, there's a statistic that approximately 63 million American homes have dogs. And one of the things you can do to improve your searches for your property is to make it pet friendly. So obviously this isn't for everybody. For those of us that have the option, it's a great way to improve the number of renters that are looking at your property. So let's talk about a few things that we do to make our house pet friendly. So first of all, this was an easy decision for us because we have 2 dogs. And so we wanted to be able to travel with our dogs most of the time. So one of the first things we had to change about the property was we had to add a fence around the backyard to keep these guys in. So that's something that you'd want to look for in a property or consider on your property if you're making it pet friendly. If it's not fully fenced, that's okay. You just want to disclose that in the listing. Other than building the fence, we didn't make any other pet-friendly modifications when we purchased the home. We do carry some pet-friendly amenities inside the home to be more welcoming. So for example, we have a water bowl on hand that pet owners are allowed to use. We also have dog towels, and I wanted to show you, I've got one here. So when our towels get stained, I write on them with permanent marker and I recycle them in the house for pet owners to use. And this has been really great because then they don't use my good towels on their animals. So depending on where you're located, that might be something to consider for your home. We also have a pooper scooper on site, which is really important to encourage the guests to help clean up their own poop. And before I had one, I got lots of comments about how am I supposed to clean this up. So I occasionally have doggy poop bags in a drawer, and I also have the pooper scooper in the backyard for use. We do not currently have a dog bed that's available for our guests to use, though I do keep one for our own dogs tucked away in the owner's storage area. That's up to you if you want to use that for guests, but for me it became one other thing that the cleaners would have to clean, and I was worried about it getting ruined or dog pee stains on it, so I thought that was one less thing to have the guests have access to, and they can bring their own for their own size pet. The other thing that we don't have on hand for our guests to use is a kennel or crate, and again, that's size and dog dependent, so the owners bring their own. Another common question that comes up is how do we protect our homes from damage from these pets? Well, that depends on how you set things up from the beginning. So one of the first things to consider is a pet fee or a pet deposit. Now this is a little bit different depending on which booking platform you're using, so think about how you're going to integrate that if you're across multiple platforms. The other question that comes up is house rules, and I do allow pets, but I have a few rules that I request or require of our guests. So number 1, the pet cannot be left unattended inside the home. So for dogs, I am requesting that they are left in a crate or kennel if left unattended. And I do not allow the dogs up on the furniture. Now, of course, some pet owners are going to do this without your permission, but I have plenty of throw blankets in the home, or I would hope they would bring their own, and so far that hasn't been a problem for us. I also limit the number of pets that are allowed, and I only allow dogs. So my experience with cats has been fairly poor, and so I do not allow any other animals inside the home. You could also make some modifications to the home to make it more pet friendly. So currently, our house that I'm in today has carpet flooring, which at some point I think we would probably change out for something like luxury vinyl plank flooring or tile, both of which are far more pet friendly. So those are some considerations if you're making modifications or upgrades that you could consider. In the meantime, to help protect the carpet flooring and keep it clean, we have frequent carpet cleanings, including stain treatment and the protectant to prevent stains. So I just do that on a more frequent basis to keep the carpets nice and clean for future guests. So hopefully you will consider, if you're not already, welcoming pets into your vacation rental. And those of us that are responsible dog owners certainly love traveling with our pets. They're almost one of the members of the family. So it's important to me as a guest when I am looking for a vacation rental to try to bring my dogs along. And I've had relatively good luck with our guests. I would say that most of our problem situations and most of our damage situations are not due to the pet. That being said, just like everything else, there are risks in doing so. And so if you are accepting pets, try to mitigate those risks with house rules and with some of the other things that I mentioned here today. So again, if you would please subscribe to my channel below. Let's keep these videos going. I love making them for you guys. And I'm gonna make a few more at this property. Oh, we've got the holidays coming up, so some discussion around decorating. So follow me on future videos for more discussion about vacation rentals. Thanks again for joining me today. Have a great day. Seriously, Arlo? Arlo, what are you doing? I don't even know what I just said right there. Let's try that again.